joining us today on Living It Up, Making Life Juicy. My name is Ingrid Guthrie, and I have a very beautiful and incredibly talented guest here with me today. And her name is Stephanie Phillips Markstein. Thank you so much for joining me today. Stephanie wears lots of hats, but today we're going to talk about 3 of them, and then later on she's going to play some beautiful music and sing and some songs that she wrote that are on her new CD. What's the name of the new CD?
True to My Soul.
Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. So first, Stephanie's also into politics in Westchester Borough.
A little bit.
How did you get into that?
Well, I think the 2000 election kind of did me in. And I just decided that instead of griping and complaining and yelling and screaming at the television set, that I probably had to start doing something about it. So, yeah, so that's kind of about that year is when I started getting involved with the local Democrats. And then I joined a group called 2CDC, which was the progressive wing of the Chester County Democratic Party.
Okay.
And our goal was to kind of bring the party more towards the progressive side. Kind of get the Blue Dog Democrats out and really like bring it back to its original, base.
Great.
And what we ended up doing was the 2CDC people kind of like infiltrated the party. So after a couple of years of being in 2CDC, we didn't need to have it anymore because we all became committee people and members of the actual party itself.
Oh,
so
good.
yeah, so I've been a committee person since 2004, I want to say. And I've been chair of the Westchester Democratic Committee since 2010, but then I just was reelected last Monday night for a second term. So,
congratulations.
So, thank you.
Yes, yes.
And in May I was elected to the Democratic State Committee, which is a bigger deal. That's a bigger deal. Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So, well, Democratic State Committee represents, people from, I represent people from my county. So, so like the county party represents the local, people at the local level, the state party represents people at the county level and the state level.
Okay.
So, yeah, and we have 3 meetings a year. It's mostly a kind of a telling, we get together and decide what we want our politicians to say and do. So basically we're giving the state politicians
a local voice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, I've only had 1 meeting so far, and it was kind of like the initial, the introductory meeting, where we elected officers and stuff, and I joined the Progressive Caucus, which is the largest caucus of all of the caucuses in the state party. So that's
great.
That's exciting. Yeah,
Terrific.
actually, that's going to be really exciting. We're doing some really good stuff in that caucus. But
Stephanie for president.
Yeah, right. Oh, God, you couldn't pay me enough.
Further down the way.
Yeah.
You
So
never
no,
know.
I may run for office at some point, but that's a long haul and have a lot to do before that. So, and 2 kids and all that. So.
Yes. So now another interesting thing that you do, and this is how I met Stephanie, was that she became my mentor in the teacher's training, the yoga teacher's training at the Spirit of Yoga in Westchester. And she was a wonderful, wonderful mentor.
Thank you.
Yes. She's an incredible teacher, yoga teacher herself. So she's got the political hat, and then she's got the yogini hat,
Which really balance each other out quite well,
actually. Because you got to breathe.
Exactly. Because I get on my soapbox and I start like going crazy, and then the yoga kind of pulls me back and balances me out.
Yes, and then you've got the musical
And then
side
I've got the musical
too.
side. Yeah.
So let's talk about the yoga side. How did you get into that? You've been doing that for a long time.
A long time, yeah. I think I took my first class when my first daughter was a baby, so that was like 15 years ago.
Oh wow.
And then it just progressed from there. I started becoming an Ashtanga diehard. Like I was a really hardcore Ashtanga yogi. taking it from a guy named Daniel Olson, who was my mentor.
And for those who don't know, Ashtanga is an extremely challenging practice.
It's very dynamic. It
Yeah,
is. It is. And it's not
saying
for
it
the faint
nicely.
of heart, nor is it for the elderly at this point, which is now is what I consider myself to be, since I can't even.
My birthday was a couple days ago.
I can't
Be
even
very
do it
careful.
anymore. No,
what you
actually,
say,
yeah,
sister.
that's not true. It's just that it's, I'm finding as I get older that I can't do the things in Ashtanga that I used to be able to do. And
Right.
when I first started realizing that, I was like really in denial about it and really upset and kind of, I took it kind of hard. And now I'm like, you know what? You just got to let go and do what you can
It's
do.
okay.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. So so Ashtanga is kind of not my baby anymore, even though I still love it. It's a great practice, but yeah, I studied under Daniel for about I don't know, several years, and it was 4 or 5 days a week. Like, I was a nut.
Wow.
I was a nut. Yeah. Like, I would not. If I missed a class, I would like be home and think, okay, they're doing such and such right now. Like, that's how bad it was.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then I
well,
hurt my
everybody has their
shoulder,
thing.
and once I hurt my shoulder, the whole thing changed. Like, I had to take
Yeah.
6 weeks off. I had to have shoulder surgery. Blah 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 blah.
Torn rotator cuff?
No, it was a labrum tear from
Oh, wow,
doing
okay.
too many down dogs too far down, because I have hypermobility in my shoulders. So,
Okay.
yeah. So, but that was kind of a blessing in disguise, because it's made me a much better teacher, because I can see I have an eagle eye about
Yes.
alignment,
And she does.
alignment and form.
Yes.
And, yeah. So the yoga thing is just kind of, and then I did the 200-hour with Pam, and then I did the 500-hour with Pam.
Pam Walsh.
Pam Walsh, and that was the I was in the guinea pig class of both of those. So I was in the first 200-hour and then the first 500-hour.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but it was lovely. It was great, and I'm glad I did it. And I teach 3 days a week, and I love it.
Yeah. Well, you're a
Love
beautiful
it.
teacher.
Thank you.
Yes.
So are you.
Thank you.
In fact, Ingrid's going to be subbing for me.
Right. Yes. I do sub for stuff.
Tomorrow and Monday. So if anybody wants to come to Ingrid's class.
Okay, so let's now start talking about the music.
Okay. So the music's been there since I was a baby.
Yeah, because all of them, the other two are your babies, but this is like really, really, really your baby.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably the biggest part of me. My dad's, my father played piano. My mother's a pianist and sings. My father sang too. My grandfather was a ragtime pianist.
Oh,
my
that's
mother
so
played
fun.
with a band. My mother played with a couple of different bands. She was in a jazz band in Chicago, and yeah. So I mean, it's kind of in the blood. And my 2 children are both musicians as well. So. Yeah, but I started playing guitar when I was about nine.
Okay.
And
But you've probably been singing since you were.
yeah, I sang before I could talk practically.
Right. Yeah. I bet.
Yeah, and never really had any formal training in singing, but but had guitar lessons and started writing about the same time I started playing. So I think I wrote my first song when I was 9.
Do you remember what that was about?
Yeah, it was to my cousin. It was called "That's What Cousins Are For." It was really dorky, but
That's so cute.
it was cute.
Nine,
I was
that's
9. What do you want?
cute.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. So, and since then I've written, hundreds of songs and have 3 CDs. The first one was self-produced. Second one was Wire Road Records. And the third one,
See that? It's called Home.
Home, yeah. And this third one, which was just released in the last year, is called True to My Soul. And that's the one, of course, I forgot to bring, but it's on CD, baby. And
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
www.cdbaby.com/Stephanie Phillips.
.com/Stephanie Phillips.
Yeah.
Did we get that right?
Yeah.
No,
No,
we have
we didn't.
.StephaniePhillips.com.
Oh, yeah. It should say a slash.
Okay, so we're gonna
cdbaby.com/Stephanie.
we're gonna fix that, but
Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice that when I looked at it. Oh. Oops. Oh, well.
that's all right. We'll say it again before we cut.
Yeah. So, and I'm also on iTunes, too. You can look up Stephanie Phillips on iTunes.
Oh, that's great.
2 L's.
2
2
L's.
L's, yeah.
PHILLIPS.
Correct.
Stephanie Phillips.
Yeah.
On iTunes. I love
So the
it.
Markstein is really mostly for the yoga and the politics, and the Phillips is for the music.
Good. Okay.
My maiden name is my music name, so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us about the songs that you're going to be doing for us.
Well, the first one is called Adrift.
Okay.
And that was written to somebody who started to have some doubts about where his life was going.
Okay.
I don't remember what the next one is. I think I'm doing, the song I wrote to my daughter. My second daughter just had her bat mitzvah this past April.
Fun.
So I did a
Very
song
fun.
called
Good for her.
My Someday Girl for her. And that's not on the album. Actually, neither Adrift nor My Someday Girl on because they're brand new.
Okay.
And then I was going to do A Soft Place to Fall, which also is not on the album. I should do one that's on the album. I like to do the new. I always want to do the new ones because, like when you write your own music, you get really bored. You get bored singing. I'm sure like Sting gets so sick of hearing people ask him to play like Roxanne. You know,
Right.
he's just like, I'm not doing it again.
Yeah.
You know, so I get to the point where I get a little bit. I like want to do the new stuff, but I could do one that's on the new album.
I think you should.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could do that.
So, what song do you think you're going to be doing from the new album? Do you know? Or is it a surprise? Even you're surprised.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to do Ready with a Smile because that's the one I wrote
that's
to my other daughter for her bat mitzvah. So those will be good little bookends.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So, when did you first record the first CD? Do you remember?
My first CD was
did
called
that yourself?
The Real Meaning of Life, and it was self-produced. I did that back in, oh my gosh, it must have been the late 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, because Home was 2004, I want to say, and not 2002.
Okay.
And then my latest one was this past year, so it's been quite a while between.
Yeah, that's okay. The kids.
You have to sell the darn things in between making them is the problem.
Right.
Like I could make one every week if I had the chance, if I didn't have to sell them in between. But
So we have about 3 more minutes, and I just wanted to go over the website again.
Yeah.
We
so it's
got a little wrong up there. So
www.cdbaby.com/Stephanie Phillips.
/Stephanie
Phillips, yeah.
2 L's.
Yeah. And
Good.
I'm on iTunes and I'm on Spotify and I'm on
Oh, great.
Radio Airplay is another one. It used to be Django and now it's called Radio Airplay. And I have listeners from all over the world on that station.
That's very exciting.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of cool.
Wow.
Yeah. And actually CD Baby is amazing. They are the number one independent distributor of independent artists. So they have, and they do all kinds of digital distribution. And so I'm on a whole bunch of sites that I don't even know what they are. And I'll get a check, like a little check, admittedly, because it's like, you get like 3 cents every time. It's really tiny amount.
Yeah.
The royalties are really not even worth discussing, but it's kind of cool when you get the check. And then when you see the itemized list, it's all these like digital sites that I've never even heard of.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, other than iTunes and Amazon and the ones that there are a whole bunch of others too. So, yeah.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah. So I'm out there. You just have to kind of Google me, I guess, and
Yeah, that's so exciting.
yeah.
And you've sung for some of the Democratic parties.
Yeah.
recently.
Oh, yeah. I wrote the song called "Yes We Can," which was for the Obama campaign in 2008.
I got that 1 minute.
Okay. The 2008 Obama campaign, and that was actually in the Best Inaugural Song Contest, which I took second place in. So I came within 6 votes of singing at the inauguration in 2009.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a tough loss.
Yeah.
Because I won the popular vote, but I lost it in the judges' votes. So I was like the Al Gore of the Best Inaugural Song Contest.
Well, Stephanie Phillips Markstein, thank you so much
Thanks
for
for
joining
having
me
me.
today.
I'm
Yes.
so excited.
Here on Living It Up, Making Life Juicy. Yeah. So this is Home, her second CD, and she's going to sing us some songs in a little bit.
All right.
So thank you. Welcome back to Living It Up, Making Life Juicy. I'm Ingrid Guthrie, and back with us is my special guest, Stephanie Phillips Markstein, who's going to play us some songs. This is her second CD. It's called Home, And you can get all of her 3 CDs. What's the name of the new CD?
The new CD is called True to My Soul.
Good,
Yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah.
And we can get that on
CD
you
Baby.
do it because I got it wrong.
cdbaby.com//Stephanie Phillips and iTunes, among others.
Okay.
Yeah.
iTunes, great. Go right ahead.
So this is called My Someday Girl, and this is not on an album yet, but it will be. When this thing started, you were only 5 years old, and I could never have foretold that we'd be here right now. When this began, I couldn't see beyond the time of Mary Jane's and nursery rhymes, so we're here, but how? You have become that someday girl, the one I never could imagine, didn't think that it could happen. You look at you now, my someday girl, the one who's standing so much taller. Suddenly I'm feeling smaller in her world. And so you went to Sunday school and learned your letters, and I watched you get much better as you found your way. But still I thought I had the luxury of time, so many mountains left to climb, yet here we are today. You have become that someday girl, the one I never could imagine, didn't think that it could happen. You look at you now, my someday girl, the one who's standing so much taller. Suddenly I'm feeling smaller in her world of hopes and dreams that someday will befriend her. This world that's come to mean a future that will send her on her way, but not today. And so you practiced all the verses and the prayers, but I could never have prepared to watch you here right now. From alphabet to reading Hebrew from the Torah, I could never wish for more than to be here right now. You have become that someday girl, with the tallit on your shoulders. Suddenly you look much older. You look at you now, my someday girl, and there's no way I could be prouder. Couldn't scream this any louder to the world. My someday girl, my someday girl, my someday girl.
That was beautiful. Oh my goodness, I'm getting like teary-eyed. That was so beautiful.
Thank you.
So obviously you wrote that for your daughter's bat mitzvah.
Yes, that was the second daughter's bat mitzvah. Yes,
Okay.
that was the one in April.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
yes. Stephanie Phillips, iTunes. CD Baby. Yeah.
So this one's called Adrift. Your shoulders were slumped, there were tears in your eyes as you struggled to say what's been hidden inside. The words tumbled out as if floodgates were open, and everything silent was silently spoken. You said I'm adrift and I'm cast out to sea. My anchor's untied, what's happened to me? I've done what I should and I've been a good man, but now I don't recognize just who I am. You think I can't know all the ways that you feel. Your hurt is too deep, your sorrow too real. But maybe I've been in a similar place, and maybe you'd see if you looked at my face. You said I'm adrift and
I don't know how far. I've lost sight of land, I can't feel where you are. I've done what is right, and I've been a good man, but now I'm adrift, and I don't understand how to face all the shoulds and still find something new, how to make it all good with a fresh point of view, how to dust off my compass and find my true north. Its spirit is there, I just have to go forth. And so it is time to gaze in the mirror, to see our reflections become ever clearer. It's time to decide where the course should be charted and how to continue this life that we started. You said I would drift and cast out to sea, my anchor's untied, what's happened to me? I've done what I could for everyone else, but maybe it's time to come home to myself. Maybe it's time I come home to myself.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Very sad.
I
Very
know.
beautiful.
It is sad, but it's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Very
you know,
good.
it's something that had to be written. So, oops.
I got it.
I'm losing my music.
I got it. There you go.
All right. So this one is written to my first daughter when she had her bat mitzvah. Thought I would do the bat mitzvah bookends.
Okay.
So this is called Ready with a Smile. I am not Jewish, however. Not that there's anything wrong
Not
with
that
that.
it matters.
But my husband is. My husband is. So we raise our children, our girls Jewish.
Could ask you how we got to this place. You could see that from the look on my face, that I can't believe how time has brought us where we are now. But I'm ready with a smile to witness your humble bow. Before God and family, all of us will hold and keep you close to us. We've watched you go by, and now you know it's clear. No matter what, I'll always be right here. I could ask you, where did 13 years go? I could ask you, but you already know. Though we've had our share of laughter and our moments of tears, I am ready with a smile for the next 13 years. Before God and family, all of us will hold and keep you close to us. We've watched you grow by, and now you know it's clear. No matter what, I'll always be right here. With the tallit wrapped around you in the storms you'll have to face. May His love always surround you. May you ever feel His grace. When you question what is reason and why life is hard to bear, may you reach out for another and remember He's there. I could ask you how you grew up so fast. would ask you, was I watching it pass? 'Cause I can't believe how time has brought us where we are now. But I'm ready with a smile to witness your humble vow. Before God and family, all of us will hold and keep you close to us. We've watched you grow, by now you know it's clear. No matter what, I'll always be right
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So that is on the new album.
Oh, great.
And it has an extra accompaniment with it. Because my
Okay.
friend Ed Ritchie played on that one. So it sounds really cool. He did some really neat instrumental stuff with it.
Lovely. And what's the name of that one?
Ready with a Smile.
Okay. And what's the name of the new CD?
True to My Soul.
True to My Soul. And that can be found on CD Baby and on iTunes,
Yep.
Spotify.
Stephanie Phillips.
Stephanie Phillips.
Yeah.
Right. I just have a copy of her second
Right.
album called Home. And beautiful. Yay. Thank you, Stephanie Phillips, for joining us today and living it up, making life juicy.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely my pleasure. That was beautiful.